Have you ever wondered why some people seem to glide into their golden years with energy, joy, and purpose, while others feel like time is working against them? The secret isn't luck or genetics. It's daily habits, small choices that science says can rewrite the story of aging. Today, we're exploring 10 of these habits, starting with the ones that lay the foundation for a vibrant life. Let's begin with habit number 1. Hydration. You might think, water? Really? But here's the truth. As we age, our sense of thirst declines. By 60, your body is 4% less efficient at signaling dehydration. That's why so many seniors end up feeling foggy, achy, or fatigued without knowing why. A 2023 Johns Hopkins study found that adults over 60 who drank 6 to 8 glasses of water daily had 30% fewer falls and sharper memories. Imagine that. Something as simple as a glass of lemon water in the morning could be your first step toward reclaiming your vitality. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old from Florida. She spent years blaming her afternoon headaches on just getting old. Then her granddaughter bought her a bright blue water bottle with time markers. Within a month, Margaret's headaches vanished, and she even started gardening again. Turns out, she laughed, I wasn't old, I was just thirsty. Now, let's add habit 2, morning sunlight. Picture this. You step outside at dawn, cup of coffee in hand, and let the golden light wash over your face. It's not just poetic, it's science. Morning sunlight triggers your body to produce vitamin D, balances your circadian rhythm, and even boosts serotonin, the feel-good hormone. A UCLA study linked just 15 minutes of morning sun exposure to a 20% lower risk of depression in seniors. But here's the magic. Pair that sunlight with habit 3, movement. You don't need a gym or weights, just your body and a willingness to start small. Strength training isn't about bulging biceps. It's about preserving the muscle mass we naturally lose after 50. Researchers at Tufts University found that light strength training twice a week helps seniors regain 3x more muscle in 6 months. Think seated leg lifts while watching the news, or wall push-ups while your tea brews. And don't forget habit 4, mindfulness. Now, I know what you're thinking. I don't have time to sit cross-legged and hum. But mindfulness is simpler than that. It's about pausing to take 3 deep breaths before a meal, or savoring the scent of your morning coffee. A Harvard study found that just 10 minutes of daily meditation lowered inflammation in seniors by 17%, critical for preventing chronic diseases. So, let's recap. Hydrate, soak up the sun, move gently, and breathe. These aren't chores, they're gifts to your future self, but we're just getting started. Up next, the habits that nourish your heart, mind, and plate. Now that we've laid the foundation, let's talk about the heart of aging gracefully: connection, nourishment, and rest. These habits aren't just about adding years to your life, they're about adding life to your years. Let's start with habit 5, social connection. Did you know loneliness is as harmful to seniors as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? That's what a Brigham Young University study found. But here's the good news. Strong social ties can add 8 to 10 years to your life expectancy, according to the Blue Zone's research. Think about George, an 80-year-old widower from Texas. After losing his wife, George barely left his house until he joined a weekly chess club at the library. "Those games saved me," he said. "Not just the chess, the laughter, the trash talking. It reminded me I'm still here." Next up, habit 6, anti-inflammatory eating. Imagine your plate as a rainbow: vibrant greens, deep purples, fiery oranges. These colors aren't just pretty, they're packed with compounds that fight inflammation, the root of arthritis, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's. Take turmeric, a golden spice used in Indian cuisine for centuries. A 2024 Mayo Clinic report found that seniors who added a teaspoon of turmeric to their meals daily had 4% fewer joint pain complaints. But let's get practical. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Start with one rainbow meal a week, like a spinach salad with blueberries, walnuts, and grilled salmon. Or try my personal favorite, golden milk. Warm almond milk, a dash of turmeric, cinnamon, and honey. It's like a hug for your cells. Now, let's talk about habit 7, sleep hygiene. If you've ever lain awake at 3 a.m. replaying awkward moments from 1987, you're not alone. Sleep changes as we age, but quality rest is non-negotiable. Stanford researchers found that seniors with consistent sleep schedules had 5% lower rates of cognitive decline. So, what's the fix? Create a wind-down ritual. Maybe it's lavender oil on your pillow, a chapter of a mystery novel, or gentle stretches. And banish screens an hour before bed. Their blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime. But here's the real secret. These habits aren't solo acts. They're a symphony. A meal shared with friends nourishes your body and soul. A sunset walk with a neighbor feeds your muscles and your heart. And that brings us to the final stretch. Habits that aren't just about living longer, but about leaving a legacy. What's the point of longevity if it doesn't come with purpose? The final habits we'll explore aren't just about survival. They're about thriving, learning, and giving back. Let's start with habit 8, brain games. Your brain is like a muscle. It thrives on challenge. But forget boring Sudoku unless you love it. Learn something new instead. Take Rosa, a 68-year-old from New Mexico who always dreamed of playing piano. At 65, she bought a keyboard and started YouTube tutorials. "My first recital was Twinkle Twinkle for my grandkids," she grinned. "Now I play jazz at the community center." A National Institutes of Health study found that seniors who learn new skills improve memory and problem solving by 30% in just 3 months. Next, habit 9, preventive care. Yes, doctor's appointments can feel tedious, but think of them as pit stops for your body's engine. Catching issues early, like high blood pressure or vitamin deficiencies, can add decades to your life. And don't skip the dentist. Gum disease is linked to heart problems, and Medicare covers most cleanings. Finally, habit 10, purpose. This isn't about changing the world. It's about finding what makes you feel alive. For some, it's volunteering. For others, it's mentoring, gardening, or writing family stories. Take Henry, a 75-year-old retired teacher in Maine. After retiring, he felt adrift until he started tutoring kids at the local school. "Those kids don't care about my wrinkles," he said. "They just want help with algebra, and somehow that's enough." Science agrees. A Yale study found that seniors with a strong sense of purpose live 2 to 4 years longer than their peers. But more importantly, they live better. So, there you have it. 10 daily habits to age gracefully, backed by science and lived by real people just like you. But remember, this isn't a checklist, it's a journey. Start with one habit, maybe the sunrise walk or the rainbow meal, and let it ripple outward. Aging isn't about resisting time, it's about dancing with it. It's about wrinkled hands that plant gardens, minds that still wonder, what if, and hearts that keep choosing joy. So, what's your first step? Share it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Together, let's make the rest of our lives the best of our lives.